Get your tickets now at curling.ca.
Welcome back to the RA Center in Ottawa. It is Friday morning action at the direct entry pre-trials event. And we've got a C event game featuring a pair of Winnipeg teams this morning. Sean Grassie from the Deer Lodge Club in Winnipeg, Jacques Gauthier, also from Winnipeg from the Assiniboine Club. And it is a C event game, meaning one of these teams will still be alive for one of those berths going into the home hardware pre-trials. One of these teams will be going home. So a lot on the line for these teams here in this C event. And we will run down the lineups for you as we watch this first end proceed. We note that Team Grassie is a man down. We'll get the reason for that as soon as possible, but their four-player lineup does consist of skip Sean Grassie, vice skip Tyler Drews, second Daryl Evans, and lead Rodney Legault. They are coached by Jacques Grassie, and they are from the Deer Lodge Club in Winnipeg. Jacques Gauthier's team, skip Jacques Gauthier, vice skip and third Jordan Peters, second Braden Payette, lead Cole Chandler from the Assiniboine Club, coached by John Lund, and a lot of you will remember this team, of course, from winning gold at the World Junior Curling Championships in 2020 in Krasnoyarsk, Russia. Cole Chandler was not a member of that team. He'd aged out of juniors, but he's back with the team. And looking like we'll have a fairly open first end here at the RA Center. My name is Al Cameron. I'm from Curling Canada. My pleasure to be with you this morning as we bring you this C event game. So long-time curlers know what it's like to be in the C event on your last life, and should be a very interesting game against a couple of teams that you'd think would know each other, but so much talent and depth in that Winnipeg area. In fact, Jacques Gauthier, this is the first time he's skipped, or second time he's skipped head-to-head against Sean Grassie. I'm sure in other events they might have played each other as non-skips, but just the second time, and the second time within just over a week, as a matter of fact. September 16th at the Mother Club Fall Curling Classic in Winnipeg. It was Jacques Gauthier, Team Gauthier beating Team Grassie 7-3 at that event. So the rings, and they are keeping it pretty wide open. Two other games on the ice this morning. Also C-event games, and we'll keep you up to date on those as we go along. And just a reminder, of course, you can get all the scores all the time at curling.ca/scoreboard, curling.ca/scoreboard, and that'll keep you up to date on all the other games that are going on here. Third, Jordan Peters. They're playing out in the wings, so maybe it won't be an offensive juggernaut in this first end, but they will take away something from this end in terms of understanding paths, understanding rocks. This is third, Tyler Drews throwing. Just the one sweeper out there for Team Grassie. It looks like Daryl Evans. A little roll out there, so a chance for Jordan Peters to get some early draw weight here for Team Gauthier. So we are getting word that Daryl Evans wasn't feeling well this morning. So decided to stay back at the hotel just to make sure. keep everybody else healthy on the team. So they will play with 3 players today. So this is Sean Grassie. And they will go with the 3-player lineup. And for those who aren't familiar with how that works, you'll have 2 players. That would be Legault and Tyler Drews throwing 3 rocks apiece. And the skipper, Sean Grassie, will throw a couple. So a guard now in play. And Sean Grassie, we'll see if he can get around it. Interesting game this morning in the sense that we've got 2 skips. And that doesn't happen very often. 2 skips who've not only worn the maple leaf on the international stage, but have hit the medal podium at a WCF, World Curling Federation Championship. We told you about Jacques Gauthier winning gold in Krasnoyarsk, and he had also won a gold as the alternate for Tyler Tardy in 2018. But Sean Grassie, that's the one many people might not be aware of, but he won the 2009 Canadian Mixed Curling Championship, the only Canadian championship that's ever been played in Iqaluit, in Nunavut, and he won it. And with that victory, he and one of his teammates were selected to compete at the 2nd World Mixed Doubles Championship in 2009 in Cortina d'Ampezzo, and he and his partner, Ali Nimick, then Ali Nimick, now known as Ali Jenkins, as many in Cortina d'Ampezzo, and for a long time that was the only medal that Canada had ever won at the World Mixed Doubles Championship, and that hasn't changed until fairly recently. So a good come around by Sean Grassie, and Jacques Gauthier not able to follow the path. And it will be a chance to sit 2 and get the early force for Sean Grassie.
No, it's my fault.
So down a sweeper, as we've noted, but a lot of the game nowadays is played with 1 sweeper, and it's just a matter of whether he can go on both sides of the rock. That's Rodney Legault. He'll just come in and see if he can get that in the rings and provide a little bit of a guard for his shot stone.
Almost blank here.
So does Jacques Gauthier take on the blank attempt here? It's there.
Not bad. A little deep, but.
Or take his 1.
Could have gone the other side.
I don't think so. Gotta hit it. Right there. Is that the call though? What you want to just take 1? Yeah. I think so. So peel. Give me like nose. Okay.
They will take on the blank attempt, double take out, and roll out the shooter.
What? We're going for this, right? Just put the broom down. Like this instead of the blank. Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking that when you were going down. Maybe we should have just.
Let's play the blank!
Give an easy shot for 1 though. If you put
Play the blank!
from the house, rather than score.
Blank!
Blank does.
Yeah. What do I need?
I guess if we had better line.
Right there.
This is my first
I could. I don't know what it's gonna run like anyway. Well, right. Okay. A little more.
Getting the shot lined up, a big shot in the first end. It looked like it was going to be a pretty tame first end, but now suddenly Jacques Gauthier's got to make a shot.
Yep.
Get that blank.
Hard. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
He can throw it hard though, so he's got that weapon in his arsenal, and just needed to curl a hair more. And it will be a steal of 1 for Team Sean Grassie in this first end.
We hit it. Wait. I thought we had to. Thought we had to hit it there.
I was almost thinking we should have gone open there, but because I knew if we had any angle, he was trying to win.
So we'll head into the second end.
Got the good
And
pass.
Sean Grassie will once again be throwing first, but with a 1-0 lead now.
Do you think I was about to draw the button, like if I had the right path? Yeah. Okay. Well, they've played it a couple times now. Top 4.
Team Grassie comes into this game with an 0-2 record. They lost their first game on Wednesday to one of the abundance of Manitoba teams in this event, JT Ryan, 4-3. Then yesterday morning, they were 6-4 losers to Willie Lyburn, another Manitoba team.
Line's good.
Jacques Gauthier, meanwhile, lost his first game 9-7 to Sean Meacham of Saskatchewan.
Looks like it's sliding.
But came back yesterday, had a win over Ryan Weeb, 8-6, and then a disappointing loss to JT Ryan. There's that JT Ryan again, 8-7, that dropped him to the C event, and that was a late game last night, and he's back bright and early this morning. So we'll see how Team Gauthier bounces back.
Normal. Oh. Yep. Hard.
Grassie, a good start to this end, sitting 2. Gauthier putting up those guards. Of course, Jacques Gauthier and GT Ryan were longtime teammates in juniors. Played together at a couple Canadian junior championships. Made playoffs.
Good 2, boys.
That was a good weight.
This is cutting. Is the 5 or the 2 that cuts?
Another corner guard thrown.
Oh, the first one. Okay. That really was too.
Oh yeah, we got to guard the one on this side.
Sean Grassie definitely having the more veteran savvy of these two. Sean, 43 years old. Pardon me, 42. I don't want to age him prematurely. 42.
Yeah, it's real tight.
Been kicking around the Manitoba curling scene for a long time, and I know a lot of people were happy when he did get that Canadian championship in 2009. So sitting 2 with the guard up, and decision time here for Jacques Gauthier on second stone.
That's not bad either, actually.
By a quarter off. Firm. Think it should run.
Looks like they'll play the double. Braden Payette.
Try and keep it there.
Yep. Yep. Keep going. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Okay, that's fine.
And it just over curls a bit and will hit and stick,
Good.
but it still will be
You thought you fed it a little bit? Okay. And nose, pretty good.
Team Grassie sitting shot stone, and they will just make a play at that Team Gauthier yellow stone.
Okay.
There are schools of thought out there that having a chance to throw 3 stones in end as opposed to 2 gives you a little more feel later in the game, just that much more opportunity to understand draw weight and your delivery. So there have been people who thought that there can be an advantage, but
Might not be able to get it out, but you should at least
that
force
said,
open.
there's a lot more sweeping involved for the one player who has to sweep 5 stones.
Yeah, it's
Yep. Whoa. Yes. Whoa. 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 Shot. Great shot.
Nice throw by Payette, and now Team Gauthier sitting shot. 7/8 exposed, I'd say.
Huh?
Definitely accessible.
You like that throw? I like that throw. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Kind of curled, if anything, actually. Him up a little bit, yeah. Hard. Yep. Gotta go. Hard.
Legault going to work on this. Trying to keep it, get it by that guard. Comfortably by. Nice throw there by Tyler Drews. Got a chance for the hit and roll here for Team Gauthier. As Jordan Peters will settle into the hack to throw his first of this second end. See it in action at the pre-trials direct entry event. A reminder, 2 teams, 2 men's teams, 2 women's teams will go on from this championship and go straight to Liverpool, Nova Scotia for the home hardware pre-trials at the end of October. And there's a really nice throw, really nice judgment. Good line call by Jacques Gauthier, and it's a hit and roll behind, and it doesn't leave Sean Grassie much of an option other than the straight back run back to sit 2. Tyler Drews.
Yep. Close. Yep.
32 years old.
Whoa. Whoa.
Makes the run back, but leaves the stone open. So, considering the standards of these players these days, that would be a 3 out of 4 in their eyes. But I think most club curlers would look at that as a 5 out of 4, quite honestly. It's not an easy shot. They have high standards, these elite players. Jordan Peters now with the hit and roll attempt. Didn't throw a ton of weight at this. They're trying to keep it straight. Is it going to make contact? Barely makes contact, but it looks like they'll lose the shooter. So a chance here now for Sean Grassie to bury behind that center guard. A little bit of an opportunity lost for Team Gauthier. Going back to that game last night between Gauthier and Ryan, the former teammates, Gauthier did have a 5-2 lead through 6 ends, but Ryan came back with deuces in the 7th and a crushing steal of 2 in the 8th to turn that game around. Gauthier got a deuce in 9, but it was Team Ryan getting the game-winning deuce in the 10th end for that 8-7 win. So a short turnaround, and I'm sure Coach John Lund had some work to do with this team last night to get them back on track for this important C event game this morning. Legault trying to get this by the guard. And it just tickles. Good weight, had really good weight. But now Jacques Gauthier will have the opportunity to play the hit and roll himself. So you hear what they've already learned about this ice this morning. Great ice here at the RA Center. First major event that's been staged here since the curling operation at the RA Center was shifted from the old curling rink into this hockey arena, and it will remain here. And that's an explanation for the paint, by the way. We've had a few questions on social media asking about the bright green paint and the
Whoa.
4 foot and the
Whoa.
hog line.
Green.
That will
Whoa.
be for glow-in-the-dark curling for lead play here. Hit and roll attempt coming up.
Whoa.
On its way.
Whoa. Straight.
Straight in.
Just curls a hair too much. So
Swirl back under, or?
great attempt there. Going back to that glow-in-the-dark, if you look carefully
Finished up harder.
Yeah, this might
around
be
the blue 12-foot circle, you'll notice the same green paint that's highlighting that circle.
Yeah, I'm
So
not gonna play it.
when the lights are out in here,
Yeah. Same thing when I first
the
went last
12-foot
time. I
circle
thought,
will be defined by just a couple narrow green lines, and of
I don't
course that
mind the
4-foot
rock.
circle will stand out. Some fun innovations coming
We'll
up
see.
here at the
Like, I don't
RA
think it's
Center in
speed
Ottawa
too bad
as
on
they
it. We'll see it once I throw a draw, but
shake things up and give people some new options for their curling nights here in Ottawa.
I thought I threw it really well.
You did. Came down a lot.
Yeah.
Came
Oh,
down
did it?
almost.
Bumper?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sean Grassie now. Try the hit and roll himself. Will sit 2.
Hard! Right to it hard! Hard!
He's going to get by that guard, just does, and a good sweep by Legault, and it will force Jacques Gauthier to play the hit for 1 to tie this game. And Sean Grassie would be very happy with his start.
Yeah.
Steal, force, and now he's got hammer, will have hammer, assuming Jacques makes this shot, of course. He will have hammer in a tie game in the 3rd end.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yep. Lead. Yep. Hard, baby.
Gonna have to work on this
Green.
to hold the shooter. Now they're saying clean, so should be okay. And there was that roll he would have liked on his first, just for irony here.
One yellow.
So it is 1 yellow, and it will be a 1-1 tie. Sean Grassie will take the hammer into the 3rd end.
Good brush, babe.
They're not throwing the rock
Is that a little
straight up.
quieter?
A little bit.
The rock's first
Nah.
one was a 3 for sure. I didn't see what the second one was. But the 5 was a corner
Watch
guard.
the 3. I want to throw a draw with it first, but I think it does curl over.
We told you about this Gauthier team that won the Canadian Junior, the New Holland Canadian Junior Championship in 2020 in Langley. They had Zach Balaka as their lead.
That's the more after 2 ends.
But for the following season, while Jacques, Jordan, and Braden had all aged out of junior, Zach still had junior eligibility, so he joined another junior team, meaning they had to bring in Cole Chandler in at lead. And, of course, Cole was playing with this team in 2019, so didn't have to look far to find a lead.
Mine's good.
One of the left-handers in this field.
Really walking. Really walking. I'll just give you more ice at this rock.
Well, I called that one pretty soon.
Mine's a little tight.
It's a little heavy. Heavy for sure.
Team Gauthier going with that center guard to start things off. And Legault trying to come behind it. Might be a little hot, though. Gauthier trying to take that out.
Okay.
He'll just hang on at the back of the house. You never know, a shot like that can come into play. But the center guard up, and Jacques Gauthier will call for Cole Chandler to play his intern. Counterclockwise and see if they can get a draw tucked in behind their center guard.
That heavy, but we haven't really played down the center.
Curl a bit. Go ahead, boys. Mine's great. 15-3.
Go ahead,
Great spot. Great spot. Let's play the same turn. I think it's fine.
Confusing me. 78, so
Nice outcome there for Cole Chandler's shot. Really doesn't give much of a choice other than to see if they can get one in better behind that double guard
It's nice.
situation, or what they would consider a double guard situation. Tyler Legault.
That's pretty good. Yep. Hard line.
just to the top one, I think.
Freeze the top.
Yeah.
Go for line if you can.
Tyler Drews
Yeah.
being
Bouncing a
tasked
little.
with trying to get this by, and it will come up short.
Pretty good.
Just tap it a little further into the rings, but boy,
That's a miss.
it's going to take 2-3 shots if they can get one behind, if Jacques Gauthier can get one behind. Braden Payette being asked to draw in behind the staggered guards. So I'll give you an update on the other two sheets in action this morning. All of them are C-event games in the pre-trials direct entry. The other men's game,
Yep, line.
a couple of Winnipeg teams. Ryan Weeb in a 2-0 lead over Willie Lyburn.
Okay, whoa.
And on the women's side,
Yeah, chip it off. Yep.
you got Laurie St. George
Okay.
with a 1-0 lead over Jill Brothers.
15-3.
Can't really tell. Play it quietly. I don't know.
Feel that?
Okay.
As you may recall, those two teams, Brothers and St. George, it's the second time they've met in this event. They played each other in their first game on Wednesday. It was an 8-4 win for St. George that day.
Clean. Whoa.
It's one of those quirks of a triple knockout draw. So Payette came up a little short, but Sean Grassie chose to call the peel. So it's still
Good.
Gauthier sitting one, and now they're going to
Yeah, if you roll out, I
Yeah.
think that's okay.
Make
Should
sure
be a
there.
pretty
Give
simple
him play
double
the
at the
side
top.
bring
Go
play to the
easy.
back of the house.
Like 11. Yeah, I like that. Don't need to get too cute.
No, I think we were just feeling.
They will remove that Grassie biter at the back.
That's not true. We played in the MCA last 2 years ago.
Clean. Easy. Clean. Whoa. Clean. Easy. Yep. Whoa, just clean. Yep. Whoa. Clean up. Yes. Hard.
Play something
Whoa.
off the
Great
top
job.
one, I'm assuming.
Great job.
With like bumper maybe. That's why
Your
I'm saying
nose.
bumper. Try and
Probably
stick
roll
that
it in a
top
bit.
one.
Go, Braden.
Great shot.
Okay.
So the hit and roll executed nicely there. So it is Team Gauthier sitting a couple.
Yeah.
Now Drew's asked to
There you
Wow.
go.
We'd
play
like to
the
anyway.
takeout at the top of the house.
No, I never. I don't think it ever. Whoa.
Might get an interesting little
close,
split
the
with the
drag,
two red stones while removing the yellow. Very nice throw by Drews.
Is that what we were trying?
And it does leave Grassie with shot stone. But the short raised takeout now available to Jordan Peters.
Control, yeah.
Yep. Gotta go.
You can hear the call from
Gotta go!
Jacques Gauthier. That
Hard.
is over curling. And they are able to barely get that
Just
Grassie
quiet,
stone
Jordan.
out.
Yellow when I can't
You
see
heard
anything.
Jacques say just a little quiet, but it is still Gauthier, I believe, sitting two.
Probably like
Pretty
board or
spread
half
out too.
Board. Tear down.
trying. I see we're trying.
Grassie will make this call for Drews and see if
float it and just completely
the long double is available and roll onto the rings. And you saw maybe Sean Grassie take a look back and kind of line up that angle.
Yep.
Job one is certainly to remove the stone.
Gotta go. Hard.
Rodney Legault working hard on this. And just like that, what a shot. And it is now Grassie sitting two.
Right?
Great shot. Not a ton of weight thrown at it either. It was all about controlling the shooter, making sure it spilled onto the rings, and you get the double.
Too flat, I think.
Good throw.
Shit my hands.
Control. Okay.
Jordan Peters now being asked for the hit, and ideally a roll.
Green.
1-1 tie. Team Grassie with hammer here in the third end.
Yep. Hard. Great shot, Jordan.
The hit and the roll.
And if he knows it, it's very close.
Pretty nice. Short raise takeout is available now for Tyler Drews.
Like it's
Not sure if they'd be able to spill the shooter onto the rings or not.
As long as he's in, if he knows it, it's close.
even if I don't, like it'll be guarded, right?
I said it in the mic.
What?
I said it into my mic. I said I show my pants. Definitely should have pants in the hat too.
Well,
My first one just soft. I never wanted to float it, but
No. Well, it's definitely a tough shot to look at control weight.
There you see
Literally,
Legault
like it was
switching sides to see if he could get that to curl a little
so you
more.
want
That's
to
a
the same kind of weight here.
mixed doubles maneuver that is very important for sweepers too, depending on whether you want to keep the rock straight or make it curl.
He tried to.
You got to be able to switch sides and
Yeah,
sweep from both directions. Definitely a more
Just throwing control again.
of a valued skill in curling in this age than it has been in the past. They roll out the shooter, but it is still Grassie with
Nut it.
shot stone.
Whatever.
Try to nut it, yeah.
Okay.
Feel. Or just firm weight. Nose is fine, eh? It'll go
Yeah, I
with
mean,
nose,
even
but
if he
just
makes it
firm.
perfect. It's pretty.
So another short raise takeout. It seems like this end for the last few rocks has been nothing but short raise takeouts.
No, I don't think so. Yeah.
The shooter doesn't.
I think most times this is a blank anyway, so it's this or just like a pick. I guess I could play the board weight. I don't hate this. Okay. Yeah, I like this. I don't think so, but give it a try. Firm weight. It's like a thick.
I believe the question is whether they can spill the shooter onto the rings. I don't think so, but
Yep.
first job, of course, is to make the red rock go away.
Yep. Gotta go.
Pretty good outcome there. And Sean Grassie is going to have to be careful to hold his shooter.
Good.
Because you know if he doesn't, Jacques Gauthier is going to draw
You think
right
so?
away behind his
This
center
is,
guard. So
it's
very
nice
important to hold
throw.
the shooter here.
That's your spot last time there. I mean, I didn't throw a heel, but it still curled, right? Yep.
Oh, that was definitely.
Yep.
Sean Grassie, a member of the same kind of club that Heath McCormick and Jamie Cooey belong to. A little bit of Tokyo drift on those deliveries, but they sure end up nice as a rule.
Yep.
And the hit and roll behind the guard. That's a lovely result.
Well, that could be good or bad.
I think, right?
Sure.
That said, it does give Jacques Gauthier the chance to come around and freeze.
That's going to be close.
And that would get a force if he can make this freeze. So a little bit of an opportunity, a glimmer of hope here for Jacques Gauthier to see if he can get the force. It was looking like a blank for this end, but
Really like
here's
this
an
broom.
opportunity.
Top 4, but if you freeze, it's okay. Just let him know where the weight is. I'll give this to you.
So there is the call, top 4, and a freeze is okay.
Line's good.
You think so? Line's great.
Line's good.
Roll tight. Yep, line. Yep, line.
Yep.
Line's good. Line's good.
Line's good.
great.
Pyatt and Chandler
Line's really good, guys.
trying to drag
Line's
this as
good.
far as they
Line's
can.
great.
Top 4 is the call.
Go, just go. Keep going. You gotta go.
And I think they got it there for shot rock.
Good shot. Good sweet.
Question is,
You can tighten up a little bit, eh? Like,
definitely dug in a little more than they thought.
You can see about half of it, though.
yeah, huh? No,
Yeah.
we hit a different path, maybe. Is that what you're saying? Like, oh, like that my release, you think? Yeah. I did throw it a little soft because I had a big kick.
But it looks like there's a good third of a rock exposed,
I mean, it's
and there might be a chance for Sean Grassie to throw something hack weightish, control weightish.
to the broom, though, eh? Just think if we have to play that again. Probably a little less ice if I throw it better.
Well, 1 or 2 feet more that curls just underneath the thing.
Yeah.
Almost perfect.
Yeah, you're probably right. Plus, they hammered it the whole way.
Yeah.
You're right.
Sean Grassie
Yep. Gotta go hard. Hard.
I think this is fine.
Really hard.
trying to get it by that top guard.
Whoa.
Looks like it's by. Now is it going to be enough to move the Yellowstone and hold the shooter? And yes, and yes. What a shot by Sean Grassie to get the deuce. And it is a 3-1 lead here after 3 ends at the RA Center in Ottawa.
Yeah.
But I just kind of held it nicely.
Those hands do stink.
Good rush.
Just leaving that rock just a bit exposed. It did not slide into that forefoot like Team Gauthier was expecting, and did not finish the way they'd hoped. And that was all that Sean Grassie needed.
Oh, well. People got a good laugh out of it, I'm sure.
And the start of this game, from Sean Grassie's perspective, really could not have gotten any better. Steal of 1 in the first, force Gauthier to 1 in the second, and 2 in the third.
Close. A little heavy.
Line's nice.
We talked about that 2009 Canadian Mixed Championship in Iqaluit.
Good
Sean
two, boys.
Grassie and Ali Nimick. Ali Flaxey, of course, that as most people know her by now, but there was some decent players in that Canadian Mixed Championship. Mark Dacey, Heather Swift Dacey,
17-5.
the Tucks
High guard.
out of Ontario, Wayne Tuck, Kim Tuck, who are stars on the mixed doubles scene now with Olympic hopes. Rochelle Brown played lead for Alberta's team that year.
Your line's good.
Pretty tight. Might be in.
Grassie's team
Yeah,
went
line's good.
10-1
They might be able to go a bit.
in the round robin that year in Iqaluit, and then would happen to go on to beat Wayne Tuck in the gold medal game, 6-4, to earn the trip to Cortina d'Ampezzo, Italy.
Back 12.
In those days, there was no mixed doubles Canadian championship, so the winners of the Canadian mixed fours were asked to decide 2 players that would represent Canada at the World Mixed Doubles.
Playing the sick and roll.
Sean and Ali Flaxey did go on to win that bronze medal.
Hard! Gotta go! Gotta go! It's real close. Braden, Braden. Hard, Braden. Hard, Braden. Hard shooter, hard shooter, hard shooter. Okay, my bad.
Now what?
Good shot.
So it is Grassie sitting 2.
Or the guard the same one, maybe.
Tuck it around a bit.
Couple corner guards that are usable for Jacques Gauthier,
Yeah,
but
I didn't sweep it at all, and it was tight.
just
so.
not quite sharp in getting that rock placement like they need early in ends.
That's a little more than last time.
Okay, line's good. Room,
Line only.
room, room.
Line only. Probably go by it if you can. It's even to the other one at least.
Okay, we'll
Who do you want to do?
I just have it curl it.
Okay.
That'll come in, just a little tap. And definitely now an opportunity for a hit and roll for Team Gauthier. Not sure if the double would be there or not, but could be. Braden Payette being asked to make at least one of those red rocks go away, but their real preferred outcome is certainly the roll behind the corner guard.
Just control. Go ahead. Hard.
Chandler being asked to hold this line, keep it out. Once it get going across that center line, it really moves, and yeah, we'll see. There it ends up as a nose hit, and Jacques Gauthier acknowledging that he maybe should have given a little more ice for that weight.
Like nose.
I don't know if I see anything else.
Good weight.
I love my boot. Oh.
Close. Clean it. Yep.
Clean.
Whoa. 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 Whoa.
There's the nose hit, nicely executed.
Make this.
Tyler Drew's making that shot, and so far 4 ends in. We're in the 4th end. That Grassie team doing okay with 3 players. And just for those joining late, Daryl Evans, the second for Team Grassie, not feeling great this morning. Decided to stay back at the hotel.
Pull.
Better safe than sorry in this day and age, as we all know.
All right, now what do we do?
And there was the double and roll attempt, and heard Jacques Gauthier maybe say just a little bit firmer weight than he'd hoped for. So he got the jam. And that rock is pretty buried. It's Grassie sitting 2, rock in hand.
Peeling something, but
It's got 4 rocks, huh?
And Jacques Gauthier just trying to build up an end and just not getting the rock placement and outcomes that they've needed. They've had opportunities.
heavy. Whoa, no.
Got room?
Whoa.
Got room?
Looks like lots.
Trying to bring another run round that shorter yellow guard.
Go around it.
That might be a little heavier than they'd hoped, so they're maybe calling
He's
the
there,
audible
whoa.
and see if they can get around, but that's going to maybe not even hang on the rings.
Around the
And
nose.
will be swept out. So,
Probably the shot, right?
a short run back is available. So Jacques Gauthier considering it. Right on the nose is the call.
Do you like it?
Okay. A run straighter.
Right on the nose. If you're a hair high, you might even do that. Just get rid of it. Right on the nose. Boom.
I kind of felt heavy when I was coming out too, so.
Yep.
Jordan Peters being asked to make the short run back takeout. Right on the nose is the call. That looks like it's a little inside. And it will spill over. They got double guards on that side, but
It's like, what, 20 feet less weight?
as much as they'd like to use them, the issue still remains that Team Grassie is sitting 2
That in?
with a 2-point lead here in the 4th end.
I threw a 2 cleat, like I was inside of it and I threw a 2 cleat.
Lots of line.
Should've-
Okay, Lions get a tight guard.
Tight guard is the call.
Is it in?
Tyler Drews.
Surrounded a bit. Yep.
Rodney will go, not touching it yet.
Straight.
And that clearly is in the house. And they're trying to bring it around. Just 4 or 5 feet, probably 6 feet too heavy.
Sorry about that.
So sitting 3, but a chance now to get that hit and roll that they've really been working towards this whole end, Team Gauthier.
The shed cut.
Yeah, probably about the same everywhere now.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Not really an easy double.
Yeah, it's not bad then.
Yep. Read. Whoa.
Hit and roll is the call.
Yep. Yes.
It's all about the line.
Hard.
And I think they just lost it at the end. They were
I guess.
they just made a jump at the end.
This is gonna
Yeah.
be a
Still
double
trying to
off
cotton onto this ice. There's been just a few shots where
mostly open.
Yeah, I think so. And then,
they haven't quite anticipated the movement of the rock.
Yeah.
And that bit of an
Not normal,
opportunity
yeah.
lost. So
I didn't
chance
want
for
it
Grassie
on
to
and
hit
because if you
and
throw-
sit 3
throw like that
again.
on the other side, you're-
Looking in really good shape to get the force here in the 4th
it
end.
just goes so hard. You threw that great. Like if you throw it out on the other side, you're like rolling out all day. All day.
I'll still normal on this.
Yep. Roll it out.
That's probably going to roll out, and it will.
This one?
So
My first
got the
thought
job
was
done.
freeze to
Got
this.
rid of the Gauthier stone, so it is
'Cause if
sitting
you
2
place
now.
that, then we have a line for this, right? And then we're not forced.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
'Cause I think this is easier
This is safe.
than making a
Yeah,
huge
yeah,
goal
for
across.
sure.
You don't want to overthrow that.
Yeah, no.
At least this puts a blank back in play, and if I make it really good, you can't play it high. He's got to play this spot if you need a guess, right? So let's try that. I'm
So inside edge 4?
I'm giving full here for those. Yeah, I think like this is gonna be close.
Inside edge 4?
Well, like so we had there, got to here,
I was thinking here.
maybe even there. Right?
That's what I was thinking, but I don't know how to.
I got the freeze on this side because you can't hit the
Yeah,
high side anyway.
yeah.
Right?
A lot of options available for Jacques Gauthier as he and Jordan Peters talk it out.
Looks close. Looks really close. Freeze the back one.
Yeah, they're going to freeze to
If
that
we
back
lock it
rock.
on, we bring a blank back into play at least. I might have to draw my next one anyway. So. It just, that hit and roll is very tough across the whole sheet like that. The same as, okay, I think if I give you the same kick with a better release, I think you're getting it. Back 8, boys, back 4.
Line's good.
Line's great.
Line's good.
Right back
all
here.
about
Line's
weight.
great. Right on it.
Chandler and Payette trying to get it
Hard line.
Line's good, yep.
Hard line.
to the freeze, to the surface of it. It's looking pretty tasty.
Good sweep.
That's pretty good.
Good sweep.
So It is shot stone for Team Gauthier.
Your other one, your draw where you were top.
So decision time for Drews and Grassie here. Do they follow the freeze down? Do they try and pick it? Do they just try and take both of those rocks out and give Gauthier the chance for the blank?
I think so. 'Cause that's. I think we would be if you knows those.
Okay, let's put that then. Just control. Shouldn't really do a whole lot, huh? Like
Yeah, it's curling quite a bit the other way, so.
So they are going to make a play on it. And I think they're just going to try and nose hit it, knowing that they wouldn't remove the yellow rock, but
just nose it with control.
take the chance that the yellow rock would be moved far enough that they would still be sitting 1-2. You see that rock kind of at the 4 o'clock position, the red rock. Would it be second shot after a nose of that yellow rock? There's about 2 or 3 inches of separation between the yellow and the frozen red. But getting to the nose is the key here, and that's not an easy shot, as we discussed with Emma Miskey the other day. And that is moving.
Right to it.
Will go.
Whoa.
Good scrub.
Clean, it's good.
Actually overcooked it a little bit.
Okay, it's not bad.
And now, is there a shot at a deuce with a double takeout for Jacques Gauthier? Not an easy one. You look at the angle.
Worried about it jamming too, I guess, eh?
It might touch the backside of it.
I mean, it's a smart call, just nose.
Yeah?
Just take our one and push it and 5. I think that's a smart call. I think we're just forcing this a little bit too hard.
Pretty tough. You have to just like bump away.
So
then you
there
have to wait
was
to get
the-
rocks moving.
A little more. It's gonna move.
You heard the discussion there. Are we taking too much of a risk, essentially? Take the one.
Should be able to manufacture an easier deuce.
Yeah, it held.
There you heard it.
But,
We
like, if
should
we
be able
make-
to manufacture
make
an
a bunch of
easier
shots
deuce at
next
some
time,
point.
they can
So
throw against a couple of those. But I think this is a smart call. Easy weight. Same weight I've been throwing.
nose hit is the call for Jacques Gauthier. So he will try to hit for a single.
Clean. Just clean. Whoa.
And that would be mission
Clean.
accomplished for Team Grassie.
Clean.
Another
Clean,
force.
Clean. Yep. Ah!
Boy, that took off. That really took off. And it will be a steal for Sean Grassie. And a disappointing outcome on that shot. You heard clean. And suddenly it did move. And just another bit of ice reading issues for Team Gauthier. They're just not picking up on those movements.
Yeah.
And I know that's a disappointing outcome. I will say that the weather has changed a little bit here in Ottawa. It's been very, very wet the last couple days outside. A dry morning this morning, so wondering if that may have had a slight change in the ice conditions. But the ice has been superb. John Wall and his crew here at the RA Center have done a spectacular job on a new ice surface. So I don't think it'd be terribly a lot of change, but clearly there's some movement that's just not being picked up, and that's cost Jacques Gauthier's team on a couple of occasions in this game.
Must have been heavier out there because
Yeah.
that was huge.
Yeah.
And I know there's people out there who want to know about rocks, and we can tell you these are the Curling Canada rocks that were used in the bubble for the domestic events anyways.
Where?
World Curling Federation brought their own stones in for the 2 World Championship, but these were used in the bubble for the events such as the Home Hardware Canadian Mixed Doubles, the Tim Hortons Brier, the Scotties Tournament of Hearts, as well as the Grand Slam events, I believe.
Yeah, I know. Must have just
But
gone to the heavy
these stones over the summer were taken back to Canada Curling Stone and entirely
that good?
reconditioned. And essentially that makes them into new stones. So any people who had rock books, notes and whatnot about stones from the bubble, you can throw them
You
out
think I need to go then?
because you're starting from
Line's
scratch
good.
with these stones.
Quite a bit of room. Just play the weight though. A lot of room.
So a couple guards up and
Line only.
Yeah, just play the weight.
Team
Line
Grassie
only.
trying to get
Line's
one
really
in.
good.
See if they can
Top
bury
four.
one behind that center guard.
Oh, nice shot.
Thanks, Sol.
Just got a text from John Wall, who made a wise choice to watch this morning's broadcast. Welcome, John. Just saying that the break in the weather has been a blessing, but there's still going to be a little bit of frost in here until they get the building completely dried out, which is understandable. But really, I don't think the frost had a huge effect on the games in the first 2 days, really. There was
Yeah,
lots of movement.
I don't know what happened to
Shot,
this
yeah,
one.
Braden,
That
yep.
one slid a lot better with less weight.
Shot Cole.
Oh, yours, different path. Okay.
Same shot.
So 2 corner guards now on the same side. That's a little bit of a change for Team Gauthier. Got to shake things up. They're down 4-1 and
Because I was
than the
holding
last
the
struggling
right.
just a bit getting onto
Hello.
the ice. But as we've seen so many times, it just takes 1 or 2 made shots and the confidence just turns completely
it.
around. We've seen that
Pass it.
play out on a few occasions this week. So Team Grassie trying to get another stone in behind their center guard. And you can see how much late movement there is on that wide intern. Well, intern for right-handers. The wide clockwise turn side. It really finishes nice. And now it's Gauthier calling for the run back for Braden Payette.
Yep. Whoa. Gosh, yeah, cool. Yes. It's a good shot.
And a double takeout off the run back. Nicely
Yeah,
done by Braden Payette. But it is still Grassie sitting one,
Great throw. Really good.
just biting the forefoot, and I think they'll try and play a guard, or maybe they're going to go for the double peel on those corners. Pretty good call when you're up 4-1.
Yep.
Oh,
Hard. Yeah.
oh.
Okay, well, it's clean.
Potentially could leave us in a blank situation if they get those guards out of there, and I don't think Jacques Gauthier's team would be displeased with that. Take
See
Hammer
what happened there?
into the 6th end.
My broom was on the
Have that
wrong side, so I just-
even end hammer situation for the back half of the game, which is always preferred.
It always sticks like this.
Mine's good. All you guys. Jordan's rock. Hasn't really
right
drilled
now.
yet.
Braden Payette, I believe the call was to come around that
You
corner.
have to hammer it, Jordan.
I can't right now.
Yep. Go ahead. Back here. Yep. Hard. Both.
Seeing if they could get some kind of movement,
Gordon,
but it's
Gordon.
just not finishing the way they'd hoped. And
Great shot.
You can see,
14-5.
half of it still.
behind the tee line,
Half.
Bumper.
Shot.
Hack.
It's a bit.
Yeah, I like
it's a bit
just
straighter
firm
than
hack
Cole's.
or
That's just
something.
a-
and with
Hack.
Yeah.
the call is for hack weight,
Yeah.
make it go away,
I
and
think-
hopefully
I-
for Team
They had to hammer
Grassie,
it for line, you would have been easy.
hold the shooter, sit 2.
I
Tyler Drews.
at all. I threw the same weight on my last one and it just came off.
Hard.
Rodney
It
Legault
came
going to
down the
work,
bumper,
trying
and
to
it
keep
felt
this
like I
straight.
threw, like easy ways. It just came off.
That's one of the rare misses we've seen from this team in terms of getting behind a guard or wrecking on a guard. They've had pretty good weight control and definitely line as well. They've had a command of that in this game.
Yeah.
Hit and
I
roll
actually
for
like
that way. is
No
the
wonder
shot,
that they're
yeah.
in a
I like that
4-1
better.
lead, but there's a rare miss, and now finally a bit of a break for Team Gauthier, and we'll see if they can take
you
advantage.
Throw that same way you've been throwing? You're gonna throw that, Kate?
So they'll attempt to remove the short Team Grassie center guard. See if they can roll it over.
Yep.
Jordan Peters being asked. That's Braden Payette on the sweep.
Whoa. Green. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Nope. Nope. Nope.
Is that going to roll onto the rings? It certainly does. So that's a good outcome for Team Gauthier. Sitting second and third shot.
Wow.
And
Putting
a little bit of pressure on.
Either one, I don't. Either one.
Draw.
Control weight is the call for Tyler Drews.
Yep. Hard. Whoa.
Oh, oh,
Whoa.
oh, oh.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
A nose hit is
Same
made.
way.
Man, this is
I
still
that one a
the
bit
exact
better than
same
the last
throw.
one. The first one was soft.
Yeah, I made a touch, yeah.
So it is
Whoa.
Grassie sitting two, so
Whoa.
Jordan Peters is going to be asked to remove one of those and see if he can get the roll behind the center guard.
Yep.
Cole Chandler is
Gotta
being
go.
asked to see if he can get a little movement out of this rock.
It's a good spot. Shot.
But it will roll the opposite direction they'd hoped.
I think probably hit and roll.
Same throw.
You're never,
Yeah.
you're never double jumping.
Yeah, I know.
Just the relief.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah,
I don't
well, I
know,
was
like,
sliding a
I've
bit
done it
tighter.
either,
Sean
Yeah, I
Grassie
guess
about to throw.
Do that, it's not great, we double.
Sean also, in addition to having the title as a Canadian champion and a world bronze medalist,
I thought I threw it.
you can call him a published author.
Best crack at double.
Oh man, that came down a shitload.
He's done a lot of writing over the years, but he wrote a book that was released
We were like,
Can't even
glad I
hit
threw it.
either this year or last year,
I don't know.
but it's called Iconic Stories from 150 Years of Sport in Manitoba. And Manitoba with such a rich sporting history, pro hockey, amateur hockey, football, soccer, curling, of course.
Well, it wasn't close.
And so many great stories, and Sean did a wonderful job putting all these stories together,
Came down so much.
and got great reviews and received very positively in Manitoba. So
I thought
if you're interested in Manitoba sports, you can go to kidsportcanada.ca/Manitoba, and you will find more information about this great book, Iconic Stories from 150 Years of Sport in Manitoba by Sean Grassie. So a Renaissance man out there. And we'll see if he can throw an out-turn hit
I don't know.
on top of everything else. He's going for the double,
Okay.
and it's going to just fail to curl up. And now,
That was my thought.
Yeah.
opportunity
That's tough,
Well, I
Todd.
mean, if you ever
to build a
tickle this
deuce here
and go
for
here, that's good too.
Team
Like, if we
Gauthier.
go here, it's probably only ever two because he freezes. You never bring this in play.
Well, he might. I think he just hits that. Honestly. He go
Well,
around.
I'm worried about if we even do this, we're just giving him a double. I don't even hate this. You guys like this?
A few different options available. Braden Payette's going to come down and have a look. Jacques and
You
Jordan.
can try and go like this. That's tough.
That's harder than, I think that's harder than this shot.
Can you ever just chip it over and roll like back here? Make
Well, that
him-
would be the
make him
miss.
freeze?
It would be high side, right? If you ever hit a half rock. I mean, if we go here, he's just freezing. Yeah.
But if you chip that behind,
I don't hate this tap. Right? And then if we're a little heavy, we chip to there. As long as if we're heavy, as long as this one's higher than the shooter, there's no easy double, gimme. What do you think, Cole? Like If I go here and he makes this not double, we're toast. I like this tap too. I think there's a lot of good stuff that can come from it.
Okay.
And I know the weight for back 4, back 8. I just threw it. He can't hit high side though. It's just that I have to make it so good because if I'm ever here, it's a gimme. Here's not terrible.
Okay.
He has a hair. I mean, I'd like to see him try that. But I mean, I think this is our best shot at ensuring a deuce.
And if we over curl, we go like this.
Yeah, or under curl. We just have to make sure this gets really low. So back 8 weight. So we had here, and we basically got to. This is basically where that rock was, right, Grassie?
Yeah.
And we just want to chisel it, right? We're basically drawing to right here, Jordan. I don't think it's a ton more right. No, I don't love that. Because this is still a deuce anyway. My first thought was this. Yeah. Especially with this rock.
Okay.
So you heard the conversation.
If it ever runs and we tap the red, that's not bad either. Same weight as my first one last end, I think.
So many ways to build a deuce here, but also with the acknowledgement that there's so many ways available that John Grassie could potentially kill the deuce.
Yeah. Do you even hate a hair less? Because we can even get to nose. Hair less,
I think they're trying to make just a very, very light tap on that red shot stone.
Yeah. Ish. Yeah, even a little less. You're right. Same weight.
And again, this shot will be all about weight, of course, but more importantly, based on what we've seen early in this game, it's going to be anticipating the curl. Being ready to jump on it.
Line's a little wide right now. Line's a little wide. Play the red! Yep. Whoa! Are you on it? Yep.
What do you want to do?
Shooter!
Go.
Oh, shooter!
So there was the call. They were actually trying to play a little bit of a split on their own rock.
Okay.
But it does leave the double.
Just had to be more bought into that first call. I mean, we know we were heavy, but if I would have tapped it half a rock, was it going to go through the house?
solid though. We don't want to just solid there either.
Pretty lined up double takeout for Grassie here.
Yeah. Like if I hit, because we probably hit like a third.
Talked about Sean Grassie as an author. It's not his first book, that one we were just talking about. He did also write Kings of the Rings, 125 years of the world's biggest bonspiel. And of course, that's a history of the famous MCA bonspiel that takes place annually in Manitoba. Sean knows a thing or two about that event, having played in it a number of times and won some trophies. I don't know if you heard Jacques Gauthier say it, but he hasn't missed a shot yet, and I don't disagree. Sean has played a fine game for himself today. Legault trying to keep this straight. Well, they get the double. They don't completely, but boy, I don't know. I don't.
Why didn't that curl?
I don't think there's a shot for anything but one here for Team Gauthier. So I got the roll in behind the corner guard there, and you can hear the frustration in Jacques' voice, perhaps.
It might have been like a little bit inside.
I don't know why that doesn't curl there for him, but it does for us. It doesn't make any sense. That's an absolute bamboozlement. I'll throw you.
Absolute bamboozlement is the quote. And I can firmly say I've never heard that from a skip in a curling event, so we've made a little history here this morning. So it is an open hit for one for Jacques Gauthier.
Hard. Clean. Yep. Clean. Just clean. Clean. Yep. Hard. Yep. Hard break.
Gotta hold this.
Hard.
And that might be troublesome. It is going to roll off the rings, and it will be another steal for Team Sean Grassie. In this C event game, in the
Great in,
pre-trials
switch off
direct
with me.
entry
I
event,
hate
they
those
will
off.
take a 5-1 lead
don't
into this
understand why they
fifth
throw
end
this
break. They will take a break, and we will take a break as well. We'll be right back
Yeah.
after this.
Well, and they're not even throwing it straight up. Like he's throwing.
Have you noticed anything with them? Have you noticed anything with them? I can't make it stop.
Get your tickets now at curling.ca.
We are back live at the RA Center in Ottawa. We are heading into the sixth end of this C event game of the pre-trials direct entry event. C event action between Sean Grassie and his Winnipeg team and Jacques Gauthier, also Winnipeg, and it is a 5-1 lead for Team Sean Grassie. And a reminder, the loser of this team will be out, and they will start focusing on the Tim Hortons Briar Playdowns. The winner of this game will advance in the C event. And so far, it has been a superb performance from Team Sean Grassie. Sean, as you may have heard from Jacques Gauthier, hasn't missed a shot.
Mine's great. Should be a
In
little
fairness, he
frosty
hasn't been
maybe,
presented
but
with
just
an awful
lost
lot of
it.
tough shots. And
Really busted.
Team Gauthier
Really
has
busted.
really had some issues kind of navigating this ice reading this morning, and it's cost them on a few occasions.
Just go in.
But credit where it's due, Sean Grassie with just 3 players this morning, taking advantage of every opportunity and full value for this 5-1 lead. As you see, they're down to 3 players: Sean Grassie, Tyler Drews, Rodney Legault. Daryl Evans is feeling a little under the weather this morning, so he stayed back at the hotel.
It's a little less.
Just play all the way in.
Yeah, it's
And we'll see if Jacques Gauthier and his team, 3/4 of the 2020 World Junior Championship team, can mount a comeback. But they're going to have to do a better job, I think, of reading the ice,
Right the other
anticipating
way.
the curl. And just
This way. Good.
I said
maybe
a
just
little
dealing
less.
with a little bit of the frustration they're understandably feeling over these first 5 ends. And that's sometimes is a challenge for younger teams.
Mine's good.
I'm positive that Coach John Lund had a discussion
Right on
with
the
them
nut.
about
Or
just
washer, sorry.
thinking about their focus.
Jordan draws. Yeah, this side's a lot straighter. Just sweep those. Tight.
Just make sure you, well, we're switching sides.
Just a quick update on the other games. Also in the 5th end break, women's C event game in the pre-trials direct entry event. It is a 2-2 tie between Jill Brothers of
tight.
Halifax and Laurie St. George from Quebec, Laval-sur-le-Lac.
It's like
In.
it's right to them, yeah.
Yeah, go there.
Again, that's a C event game, so winner moves on, loser is out.
Probably over curling it.
Hey? I was 47.
My first thought was the roll.
The winner of this
That-
game, by the way, will move on
They
to
were just tapped.
play again at 4 o'clock
I don't know if you have enough room to get by the guard.
against the winner of the game that's ongoing this morning between Willie Lyburn
Hack, wait,
and Ryan
hit this.
Weeb, also a C event game, and just waiting to see
I
a
like
score
that
posted
board.
there. I'll
Sure.
give you that
Board,
update
wait.
momentarily.
I'm not 100% sure what this is going to do, but I like board.
And also, we can
Board
tell
rate.
you we'll be back on the air today at noon Eastern
Should run a
Time.
little, I think.
It'll be a direct entry trials
that
game featuring Casey Scheidegger and her team from
And
Lethbridge,
more, yeah, I
Alberta,
agree.
and we'll get our first look at Kelsey Rock from Edmonton. Kelsey Rock, one of those former World Junior champion skips in this
Good
field,
board.
along with
Yep.
Jacques Gauthier.
Whoa. Three.
That'll be at noon
Whoa.
Eastern,
Cole, whatever your
and
name
we will
is.
also be
Jordan,
on the air
Jordan,
at
yep.
4
Yes,
and
Jordan,
8 p.m.
Jordan.
Eastern as well today.
Hard. Roll big, roll big. Good shot. I was trying to go under the corner. That's all right.
And now we can tell you that that game between Weeb and Lyburn, it is a 4-4 tie after 5 ends. And we can tell you that Weeb just scored a deuce in the 5th end to tie it up. So that is a tight one. And the winner of that game will play the winner of this game at 4 o'clock today to move on in the C event.
Hard.
Just to give you a sense of the format of this event, of the pre-trials direct entry event, triple knockout. You've got the A event, B event, and C event. The A event final will be today at 4 o'clock between Team Chambers from Manitoba and Team Vincent Roberge from Quebec.
Line's great.
Winner of that
Don't
game,
have to.
and we will have that game today, by
Line's
the way,
great.
at 4 o'clock.
Really busted.
That will be shown on our YouTube channel. Corey Chambers and Vincent Roberge. The winner of that will
14-3.
go into the playoffs.
Coming down.
The A event champion will meet the B event champion in the first
Take a
qualifying game to get to the pre-trials.
Yeah, I don't have.
And essentially, the A event champion and B event champion both have 2 lives in that playoff. So
Yeah,
the winner of
I don't
the
have any
AB
of it,
final
really.
will go to the pre-trials. The loser
I don't
will
mind-
drop
I
into
don't mind
another
feeling.
qualifying game against the C event champion. So
Or you could throw a bumper or something.
all 3 event champions, A, B, and C, will move into the playoffs. A and B meet for a trials berth, and the loser of that game also gets another chance at a trials berth by playing the C event final. Both those games,
You're definitely
the first qualifying
everybody
game will
else
be
is
at 9
21.
o'clock
How do we have 16?
Eastern time on Saturday night.
We might have talked about. We talked about that.
And the
my
second
first
qualifying
one
game will
lasted for
be
like
3
20
o'clock
minutes.
on
We
Sunday,
have not
both
burned
Eastern time.
20 minutes of.
Team Gauthier, by the way, appearing to believe they have some time clock issues, and they've
run
reported
nice
that to the umpiring crew.
That was
But
solid.
we see now it is Team Grassie
Guess I should probably
sitting
just be
3,
going the draw,
and Team Gauthier trying to generate
okay.
something. They do have 2 corner guards up.
Got room. Got room.
They just have not been able to bury a stone and
Rain
put the
drop.
pressure on the whole game.
Hard. Take a look. Take a look.
Just with respect to the time clock,
14-7,
Team
and then Braden's on the
Gauthier
14
with
to
16
4
minutes
in that
left
same
in
spot.
this,
I think those are slow cutters. Those.
and
Oh yeah.
Team Grassie with over 20 minutes. You may have heard Jacques talking to his teammate,
It's the same
really
as last
questioning
time,
these
pretty much.
stones too.
Yeah.
And that's something that you see so
I
often.
think I
Is
was a
the
little heavy there,
frustration
so I'm going
is
to throw a little less.
Yeah. Okay.
related to believing certain stones will move more than others, and they will switch them up in the course of a game. And sometimes it works, sometimes it leads to more befuddlement, and we'll see how that plays out in the back half of this game. But that rock
Yep,
clearly
yep,
is
yep, yep.
accessible.
Hard.
Whoa, whoa!
Tyler Drews playing the lightweight tap, and it looks like it's by the guard. And it gets just enough to remove it. And again, Grassie sitting 3. Gauthier's going to maybe look at some other way to generate some offense.
Because even their draws aren't diving. No, I know.
Like that. Kind of leave this in this little pocket here, like a little high. It's not going anywhere. Back line. Back, even like back 12. Nose or a little on this side. Which way you seeing at it?
So just to kind of get to the nose of that rock right on the center line and see if they can jiggle those rocks around, but essentially keep their yellow rock frozen as close to it on the red rock they're going to make contact with. Just trying something different, trying anything to generate some offense, but that rock may be light and definitely curling.
Whoa. Yep, keep going, keep going, keep going. Just quiet, eh? Okay.
Just a little light. You heard the call.
Be the best here.
Probably just T-line. Probably just T-line, eh?
I was thinking nose might be better.
He just plays this double. This is fine.
Just T.
Yeah. Can you ever roll this way off that double?
If he does, we have that wrong.
Well, we're going to be staggering a bit if he knows it, though.
Still those 2 corner guards available, but wow, Team
don't
Gauthier
hate
just
to
has
try
not been able
nose.
to utilize them.
No, nose are just a hair.
And
this
they've been in
was really
chase
good.
mode practically the whole game. Nothing real complicated
Yeah.
about what Team Grassie has been doing,
I think you got room on either side.
other than the pretty simple concept of making a lot of shots, controlling their weight,
Yeah.
and certainly the ice hasn't caught them by surprise very often this game at all.
I noticed that we haven't made a draw around a corner good yet.
It's control.
We haven't left it like top 12 Barry. We've been given 20.
So just a hit for Sean Grassie. I say just a hit. I mean, he's still got to make it.
Yep.
Whoa!
With one sweeper.
Whoa. Clean. Clean it. Clean. Just clean.
There's a reason that Sean Grassie has been a solid competitor in Manitoba for all those years, and yes, a Canadian champion. He makes that hit, and they will sit 4. And
Try to get a miss somehow.
Jacques Gauthier.
That might stop, but
Yeah, we went a little bit that way. Yeah.
It's going to be tough to manufacture a deuce out of this.
Yeah, this might come with it though.
I think if you can get as much as you can,
Mind you, if he's rolling,
I think
that way,
that's staying right
he's
there.
probably going to end up right behind.
that's the call.
It's hard for, like, he's going to have to throw it so hard.
Only other thing is like that or this. He just guards it, I think. That's the call. Okay. I don't know, Jordan. I think it touches the 7 a lot.
Okay.
You have to play it really thin to get under it. I think it touches this a lot. What do you?
You want to call time?
Yeah. Time.
And there will be the first time out of this game. They spent a lot of
We don't
time
have a lot of
discussing
time
that
left.
shot.
For some reason, I don't know how that happened. I'm worried about it touching the 7.
Yeah. You don't think you can make it with like the control weight that you control it?
It like I think if we touch the 7 with like bumper weight, even if we do touch it, like it still should go under here,
Like
right?
you're talking hit and roll this.
Yeah.
I think we touched the 7.
Because Jordan's first thought was that with Peel.
No.
With Peel, I think we touch it.
I didn't say Peel,
well,
no.
like you wanted to go into it.
Well, I was thinking you could probably get the bottom of this 4 and then just go here. With like,
It might be the call with like control weight, eh?
I think the only way you're getting the bottom is to control less weight. You gotta hit this pretty thin.
yeah.
No, totally. Like easy weight.
Stick there right here.
No, I know. Just move them over. I don't think you. I don't even think you move it. Let's say we. We have to get the bottom. It's pretty thin, right? Like it's.
I don't even know if you can buy the 7 with that.
It's basically what I can see.
I don't think you're throwing too much weight.
No, I'm throwing easy weight because I want to have enough energy after I hit this 2 to still move down.
Yeah. Can we get shot on it?
Maybe a board waiter.
Max, you can
I
do
think
that.
that's the only other call is something like this. I was seeing this shot. We used to open up the 4-foot. I mean, I think board weight. I don't think it'll run crazy. Like I think what is nose that,
Close, yeah.
and we're just scraping this thing, right?
Your rocks now should run good.
They should run better, yeah.
So you heard the
Board
discussion.
weight right there. I think it's close.
Not an easy shot, and it's got to be very, very precise in order to get the desired outcome. But essentially, it's a hit and roll that cross the face and see if they can get a little rub off the 2 stones that are in the 12-foot and maybe bury behind them, as well as that long yellow guard up there. They might get a double takeout out of this as well.
Yep.
Trying to hold the line.
Whoa. 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 Call.
Call.
Hard call.
Hard call, hard call. Right.
So they needed just a little bit. more.
With those old rocks, I'm nosing that red probably.
Like, to hit it too high. You
It
can't hit
just
this
run,
far.
those rocks
That's a
run
pretty big miss.
different. Like they run so much like how they
So
should.
just the same weight and just, yeah, like here.
Yeah, same, I see.
So you can hear the frustration. I'm not sure if you could pick that up, but the Gauthier team still questioning those rocks. They thought that would move a lot more than it did, and it didn't.
Yeah.
So their second shot, but a pretty easy nose hit will. Sean Grassie with the nose hit will sit 4, and there will be another force attempted.
Hard, gotta go.
Might have got this started a little bit.
Hard, gotta go. Hard.
I don't think it's going to change the outcome, though. That yellow rock's not going to be sticking around.
All right.
And it is sitting 4, and just a nose hit
Even a little more than that.
for Jacques Gauthier. Roughly the same line he just threw, so should have a pretty good idea of what the ice will do.
Same weight. Green! Goal! Hard goal!
Hard goal. You got it. You got
Should
it.
be okay. And there it is.
Oh my God. One yellow.
Team Gauthier is forced to the single, but they do end this run of steals from Team Grassie, and it will be a 5-2 lead
Make sure he has a shot.
for Team Grassie, and they will carry Hammer into that 7th
Why
end.
did we take so long to switch those out? Oh. I thought the 3 was a bit of a cutter in practice, but I thought
Just a
think it was
superb
that much
performance so
movement,
far
too.
from Team Grassie. As mentioned, they're down to 3 players today, but
like, that just ran.
nothing too complicated other than they're making shots.
Like it was like I didn't even.
That
it wasn't even- I
makes
haven't
curling
been on
a
the sheet
pretty
all
simple
day.
game when you're shooting well.
Okay, there's still 50 centers here, yeah.
So now Team Gauthier will go into steal mode and see if they can generate something that way. As you know, 2 events going on concurrently here at the RA Center. We've got the 2 pre-trials direct entry events, one for men, one for women. Each of those will decide 2 teams that go on to the home hardware curling pre-trials in Liverpool, Nova Scotia next month. There's also the direct entry trials event, 5 men's teams, 5 women's teams,
Mine's nice. One and
and
three.
they are trying to qualify for the Tim Hortons curling trials in Saskatoon. And those are the events, that event in Saskatoon will decide our Olympic teams for Beijing in 4-player curling. Difference between the 2 events here is that the losing teams in the direct entry trials event will still be able to go on to the pre-trials. So they get 2 cracks at qualifying for the trials. Those are round robin events. There will be 3 women's teams advancing, 2 men's teams advancing, and I hear you scratching your head, wondering why that is. It's because there were less women's teams that had qualified for Saskatoon over the last couple years because Carrie Anderson won the Scotties twice. So she, both of those events offered a berth into the Tim Hortons trials to the winner, but because she won them both, that made an extra berth available here into the trials.
A bit straighter off of center too, eh? It's a bit straighter down center.
And yes, we understand it's a confusing process this year, and that is another byproduct of the pandemic era of curling.
Mine's good.
Essentially, Curling Canada had to squeeze a full year of trials qualifying, essentially what would have taken place during the 2020-2021 season,
Gotta spread these out.
based on the
Gotta
Canadian
spread 'em
team
out,
ranking
gotta spread 'em
system,
out.
because
Go,
there
go,
weren't
go,
any
go,
Canadian
go.
team ranking system events for the most part after the fall.
No, I think those are rocks.
We're basically squeezing that whole 2020-2021 season of qualifying and points gathering into this weekend, and that was the byproduct of the pandemic.
Weight's nice. Weight's nice.
So a couple guards thrown up there by Cole Chandler and Sean Grassie trying to get one behind
Freeze to it for now.
first.
Bites the miss.
Now Jordan Payette's going to try and freeze to that Grassie stone that's in the rings.
Come around. Looks like you're like through the house.
And you heard Jacques maybe at the beginning before Jordan threw that rock. He
Line's
said light
fine.
is the miss, and this is not light. This needed to be in front of that red rock. Guard would have been best, and deep is not helpful.
Rip the guard. I don't think we have to worry about the long one.
And that does now open the door for Team Grassie to start going after guards. And this will be Rodney Legault. Normally he's a lead, doesn't throw a ton of peels, but because he is throwing 3 rocks per end now in the absence of Darrell Evans, he gets a chance to throw some peels.
Sorry.
And he didn't make it emphatically, but he made it, so it still counts as a 4 out of 4 in the scorebook, even though it just kind of tickled it, but nobody's going to ask how.
Guard this.
So another guard being called for Jordan Payette, and he should have learned from his first rock that this is a quick path, so he clearly
Far as it goes.
took a few feet off of this throw.
Great sweep. Great sweep.
Shot is made. Now Team Grassie will be in peel mode. Tyler Drews now stepping up.
Yeah.
That might have been a little tight. Legault's going to have to really work to keep this straight, and no. Good throw there. Almost got the jam.
Broom flipped on me again. I should just start using yours.
Another guard being called now for Jordan Peters. As noted, the winner of this game will move into
A little sticky here or still good?
stay alive anyways in the C event. We'll play the winner of the game that's taking place on the sheet next to them.
Line's good.
More Winnipeg teams.
Drew's
Team-
good. Run in a bit. Looks like you're here.
Team
Line's
Ryan
good.
Weeb against Team Willie Lyburn.
Cole. Go ahead. Go ahead. Great spot. Shot.
Yeah, same side for sure.
Even from this position, you're in the farthest back as you can be in the C event. 4 straight wins.
Oh.
5 straight wins, correction.
Clean.
4 wins after this would get you a berth in Liverpool for the home hardware pre-trials. Of course, you can't afford any losses, so it's not just 4 wins, but it's
Wanna
4
bury this?
consecutive wins after this.
Same weight.
So Team Grassie doing the little things right, making those peels. Jordan Peters
Line's
being
good.
asked to replace
Here
the
more,
guard.
here more.
Grassie does have shot rock in the rings,
Tighter path.
top 8 foot.
Corner freeze on the top's okay. Yep. Sit there. Okay, not bad.
A little heavier than they'd hope, but it
Yeah,
does
very.
kind
Really
of tickle
unbalanced.
off the shot stone and in behind this
Okay.
corner guard, and
Pass might
it's
stick a little. I threw 2 feet more.
not really accessible.
Kind of good.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry.
It's all right.
I got near you.
So one of the rare
Wow.
times where
I
Sean
was thinking we could
Grassie's
probably
actually
make
had
it
to
this
think
way
about a
still.
shot.
I like either peeling or hitting it.
And to be honest, I can't remember a time where he's actually had to ponder something and not put his broom right down, to the point now that
It's basically
he's going to have a chat
basically
with
dead
Tyler
buried,
Drews
so-
about their options here.
Intern's not really something I want to play though.
I mean, freeze
I feel like we've played this game.
Do we want to freeze them?
Well, it doesn't make sense
What
because
if
of
we
the
peel
fifth
the
end, we
rock?
were the first ones.
What are they doing if we
We
peel?
also have some 5 minutes less than that.
I don't know how it's possible to have less time than everyone else, but finish to the fifth end first too. How does that make sense?
Even why did when we were
Enough for the guard to move it if
we were at the 5th end break, they were
like, I think it's really going in here, isn't it?
You don't like the shot though?
We can, if you want.
Even if
What
you
if we
tap in
tap it
there.
a bit?
You have some options. Even if you straight tap, even if you tap this and open.
Yeah, I don't want to leave them a chance to steal. That's the only thing. I'm good with any of those, really. Okay. I guess we're freezing.
So the call has been made now by Sean Grassie.
Freezing in the pocket. Is it heavy?
Not sure if this is a guard called, or are they tapping their own? I think they might be tapping, but this looks a little warm. I don't think that's going to make contact with anything. And a rare miss.
Really heavy.
Does make contact with the rock at the back, but a rare miss out of this Grassie team. And suddenly, a chance for Jacques Gauthier to go on offense. Tyler Drews just never gave that one a chance, and it's suddenly a chance for Jacques Gauthier with his first rock of this 7th end to hit and stick to sit 3.
oh under.
Oh, that's
Same
just way too heavy. We couldn't even split them. It was so heavy.
Yep. Just queen. Yep. 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 Queen. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yep. 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 Yep.
Called and made, so they are sitting 3.
What do you like?
And again,
Even
now
I threw it soft and it still didn't curl. No.
Put the off the 4, right? Yeah. Yep. I think you got plenty of room to make it. Yeah.
Force 3, force 3. I'm just thinking, like, is it a force game or do we have to steal?
Steal 2.
If we steal force, 3 steal.
Steal 2 now. Steal 1 next day. Steal 3.
Sean Grassie now is going to make an attempt on the
Well, he's
rock
in-
that's just at the top 12. And
Yeah. No, he's not.
Whoa!
Oh, maybe. Double, triple.
Triple for fun.
Triple with half.
Watch ours.
Sean Grassie just a little bit outside with that. Is he going to hang on the ring?
Don't spin back.
Don't spin back, he says. Well, now the question is, who is third shot?
I don't think we want to be deep enough.
So it appears Gauthier is first and second.
Shot. Make sure it's buried, but
Mid-8?
mid-8.
Do you like draw 8 or comfortable with it?
Yeah, I'm fine. I mean, if it's in the same spot again, we can just play.
So it'll be a
Speed
draw
like
to the forefoote, it looks like, for Gauthier to see if he can just ramp up the pressure.
I think I need to throw less for you with these rocks than I was throwing earlier in the game, just because I think they'll slide better. Yeah, I think that's
Important
big
opportunity here for
Less.
Jacques Gauthier.
Definitely less. Just outside edge of 4.
Generate a
Even
little
less.
bit of momentum.
Yeah.
Even a force would
You
be
can
a big
overbury
win
it.
here
Just
for
can't be open.
Jacques Gauthier, because this is a well-played end on their part.
Line's good.
Line's great.
Line's good. Top 8.
Line's
Trying to
big.
get it tucked a little bit.
Yep.
Cut down that scoring area.
Line's good.
Just top
for
8.
Sean
Just
Grassie.
top 8.
Right here. Right here. Yep. 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 Oh. Oh.
Can get by that. It just tickles it a little bit.
Geez, just need to get by there.
So that's a little bit disappointing. They could have buried that
Just need to
right
get
in.
by
But
there. Just like quarter inch, eh?
still,
just rubbing it.
not a ton to see, and I think Sean Grassie is just going to be trying the cold draw. Needs to get full 4, but this is the first time, really, that Sean Grassie has been forced into a pressure shot in this game. Big shot here for Sean Grassie, up 5-2, but looking at 3 Team Gauthier counters. Needs full 4 to score.
Looks close, Rodney. I don't know if it's that bad.
A little bit of panic here, but now they're looking at it and thinking that it might be okay.
That's good.
Full 4, and you'd think Sean Grassie should have that shot in his back pocket.
Shot.
And what do you know? Just for fun, he'll put it right on the lid. And it will be a single point for Team Grassie to take a 6-2 lead after 7 ends. But a much better end for Team Gauthier in that 7th to get the force.
Faster than
now we'll see if they can turn up the pressure here in this 8th end. Time is running out.
I was like, that doesn't look that bad.
But 5 rock rule, as we constantly tell you, anything is possible. Another reminder, we'll be back on the air at noon Eastern time today, noon Eastern, and a women's game from the direct entry trials event, and that will be Casey Scheidegger taking on Kelsey Rock in an all-Alberta battle. Casey Scheidegger, her team from Lethbridge, Kelsey Rock, her team from Edmonton. First game for Team Rock in this game, in this event. Team Scheidegger lost its opener yesterday against Team Laura Walker. Team Corinne Brown and Team Suzanne Burt. Team Brown from Kamloops, British Columbia. Team Suzanne Burt from Cornwall, Prince Edward Island are the other 2 entries in the women's trials direct entry event. So Team Grassie gets its first rock, full 8, just biting the top 4. And the corner guard is the call for Team Gauthier with hammer, trailing by 4.
Really, Boston. Take a look, take a look, take a look.
Rock away. Always is busting.
Straight on it.
Get more ice.
You could hear that maybe that rock curled a little more than they expected, so still having a little bit of trouble putting the broom in the right place.
Similar.
That hasn't been the case for Team Grassie. Very comfortable on this ice this morning.
A little less.
You haven't noticed Rodney Legault throwing with a genuine collector's item of a broom. One of the old brownie brush heads that weigh about 80 pounds. For those of us who
Right on the E.
tried them back in the day, your arms got a workout with those broom heads, but that's just his throwing broom. Of course, that would not be
Let it
a
curl a little bit.
compliant broom head with today's brush head
Yeah,
technology and rules.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Good shot, Cole. Good pair.
Another corner guard. Good throws by Cole Chandler. Now Team Grassie with 2 in the rings and a 4-point lead.
Yeah.
Pondering perhaps a tick here.
Probably be a bit firm too.
Just try and tick that rock a little closer to the sideboard without removing it from play.
Firm.
And I know the tick shot has been talked about in recent weeks, with recent days, with the World Curling Federation announcing new rules for the World Championships this year. But this is a tick that would continue to be allowed.
Somewhere right there.
And it just caught a little too much, so swing and a miss
That looks close.
for Rodney Legault. It's only rocks that would be touching the center line that would not be tickable. All other stones, such as that one, would be tickable. So now, this is the key shot for Team Gauthier, trying to get Braden Payette to bury one behind their corner guards, but Jordan Peters and Cole Chandler did not touch that. And is it going to stay in play? It will not, and that has been a real issue for Team Gauthier. They've had these corner guards
the rock guard's not quite the right
and
spot,
just have not been able to take advantage, either not burying too heavy. I thought I heard one of them say earlier, we have not managed to bury one behind a corner guard this entire game, and there's another example.
Clean.
And here is the peel. And that is made successfully
Okay, buddy, make this one. Here you go.
Corner.
by Drews. So now Braden Payette's going to be asked for a corner guard on the other side.
Bit tight. We can still cover it. Like, yep. Good.
I think the other corner's better, but I like that one. Yeah.
Draw. You're gonna have to play all 4 balls.
Another peel attempt.
This is staggered, so.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like back 8.
And there is the jam, but it really doesn't change the situation.
It was hard to miss our rocks, really.
As they said, it was hard to miss our own rocks, but Tyler Drews does remove the corner guard. That was the first priority. Now, Team Gauthier, the call is to go behind the corner guard. See if they can get one in there. Jordan Peters, counterclockwise, his out turn.
Line's good. Rim. Cole's rock. Rim. Line's great, guys. Still Cole. Yep. You gotta bury it. Yep. Hard. Great speed, boys.
There's a very, very nice throw. That's a good shot by Jordan Peters.
Yeah.
Exactly buried. That's one of the rare times that they managed to execute that shot. That's been a source of frustration for this team. And the peel is called. Tyler Drews being asked to remove that corner guard.
Clean.
And you always like to hear clean, clean. And another jam, but really doesn't change anything in the house.
At least I stuck both of
Back
them.
8.
How much more here, you think?
There's a call that you kind of knew was coming. They're going to draw behind those two red rocks, see if they can get shot rock or a good rock. They are staggered, so certainly wouldn't be easy to remove for Team Grassie if they can get one behind.
Mine's good.
Good way to build a deuce here.
Nice.
Great. All you guys. Yep.
Yep.
Okay, oh, freeze the top, freeze the top. You're not here, you're not here.
Just a little bit light, so the call now is Jacques Gauthier says, let's freeze it to one of those top stones.
Slow down. Okay.
That's a pretty good result.
Yeah, I don't think we have anything over there. So
I think Sean Grassie will just ignore that and
I threw that good.
take a shot at that yellow rock on the outside.
yeah.
Just reduce the chances of giving up anything worse than a deuce. That's the only shot that
I'm playing it.
really brings 3 into play for Team Gauthier.
Honestly, that spot might be a little slower than this.
Giving up a 2 is not a disaster for Sean Grassie. He would have a 2-point lead and the hammer in the 9th end. Quick update on the other men's games. A reminder that the winners of the 2 men's games here this morning, C-event games, will play each other at 4 o'clock. The losers, of course, will be eliminated.
Clean.
Team Ryan Weeb has taken 3 in the 7th end to take a 7-5 lead on Willie Lyburn. 7-5 Team Weeb over Team Lyburn.
What?
And the women's game, Team St. George
Pinch floor here.
taking a deuce in the 7th end, and they are now in a 4-3 lead over
4
Team
feet,
Brothers.
Like if I throw that, I think that's like top 8, top 12.
All the scores all the time. You can find them on curling.ca/scoreboard. Curling.ca/scoreboard. You'll get all the scores, line scores, standings, all the situations, all the lineups from the Trials Direct Entry and Pre-Trials Direct Entry here at the RA Center in Ottawa.
Yep.
So Jacques Gauthier is going to take another run at seeing if he can get a rock behind
Holding great. Yep. Hard.
that
Yep,
triangle
yep,
of
yep,
rocks
yep.
at the top of the house.
Yep. Switch.
See if it has the weight. I don't think it
Just
does.
freeze it.
Lock it.
It does not.
Sorry, boys. Just never. Just that much stiffer.
And again, here's a situation where Sean Grassie is going to have to take a look at this. I mean, it is Team Grassie sitting 1-2 first and second shot. Do they ever just, and they will take the timeout, have a chat with Coach Jacques Grassie. One would presume that's Sean's dad.
If we're them, yeah, I think
This is the only way to make, well, there might still be a triple because this is coming this way, right? We won't get third shot on the tap.
Mike.
What would be third shot? It would be tapping.
Fourth shot, because this one will be.
Well, that's, I mean.
Oh, yeah. So this.
I mean, we could. This is a safe shot. We just give him an easy 2.
Well, I mean, you could play this super thin and try and get both. If you miss it, you're still getting this one, right?
Or we play this, brings 3 into play, but. Anyway, we have quite a bit of leeway off this.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the out turn. But
No, I think I'd play this if anything. But, I mean, this we have quite a bit of leeway as long as we're out counting that rock somewhere. Don't want to go with a triple, but.
as long as we don't set up the angle that this is all going together, you got to nose this, right?
I mean, it's not bad. We gave him an easy 2, though. That's the only thing. Just kind of give him 2 or something.
Okay. Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind it.
Like edge of it.
Yeah, we're playing a tap, so is it?
So it looks like
it's
they're
not- I don't think
going
it's
to
awful
play a
if you tap
tap
the
on their
yellow
own
either.
That's true. Wanna go ahead of us?
and just
Yeah.
see if they can get as much separation and sitting
that.
3 if they can.
Just right on the nose, right?
Sometimes your best guard is third shot rock. The other option, that's their best chance at a steal. Of course, they could also just play a nose hit on the top yellow, knowing that the second yellow there would never exit the rings, but you're giving up no worse than 2 that way. But the risk of that would be that you hit it on the high side of that first yellow, and they both stay in play, and you give up a 3. So there's risk reward on just about every shot that Sean Grassie is looking at here. And again, he just hasn't had to look at an awful lot of situations like that through the course of this game.
Whoa!
Just a byproduct of having a 6-2 lead.
It's got a curl, curl.
Trying to
Don't
get the
roll a shooter, don't roll a
separation.
shooter. Good shot.
So now they will have a look. Is there a triple there for 3?
I think you gotta. Oh man.
I think we always lose the 5, eh? This is all we have for 2 anyway, though, right?
Do we ever, like, I'm just thinking you gotta hit pretty thick. Do we ever lose that 8? But I think we do.
We lose the 8. I'm worried about the 5.
Oh yeah.
We're coming
That's what I
across
mean. If you
this.
hit it thick enough, then you'll lose the 5. But it's gotta be like right in between kind of thing.
I think I should be able to throw it hard enough to do it.
Okay.
Well, it's
So-
a dead half, eh? It's a dead nut it there?
They believe it's there for 2. I don't think
Get ready to
it's
go
there
on
for
that
3
5.
because the top yellow rock, I think, is going to spill out of the rings.
Yeah.
Last shot in this 8th end, and really a bit of a Hail Mary as Team Grassie is sitting 3 with a 6-2 lead. But a potential shot for 2 for Jacques Gauthier.
Hard brain.
That needs to curl. And it will be, in fact, a steal of 1 for Team Grassie. Just another frustrating outcome for Team
Oh,
Gauthier.
it's doing good. Just too much ice.
Didn't do much.
Be a 7-2 lead now for Sean Grassie through 8 ends.
What?
And Team Grassie looking very, very solid in their bid to stay alive here in Ottawa in the pre-trials direct entry event.
I prefer the out turn because I'm already standing on this side.
Fourth steal of the game for Team Grassie, and that's really
It's not bad.
the story of the game. They have not been forced into too many tough situations, and Team Gauthier just not able to get a handle on these stones and on this ice today. I'll remind you yet again that Team Grassie playing with 3 players today. Darrell Evans woke up feeling just a little under the weather, so he decided to stay back at the hotel. So it is a 3-man lineup, Sean Grassie with Tyler Drews and Rodney Legault, and those 3 have done a nice job today.
We're okay.
Looks good.
I was thinking not for a
Easy,
second
fine.
in the house, but
Really going sideways.
well, we probably should. Yeah, just make one a little better. Yeah. Not too much more. I didn't sweep it most of the way. It's a lot more weight. Okay. Weight's pretty good. Weight's good.
Free split.
What?
It's really getting to be desperate times for Team Gauthier, down 5 with 2 ends to play. Not out of the realm of possibility. They're going to put another corner guard up.
No.
But if there's one thing that's consistently gone wrong for Team Gauthier, it's just they haven't used those corner guards like they'd hoped to, and they will be the first to tell you. We've had them in play and just haven't been able to utilize them. So we'll get another tick attempt on that corner guard. Don't see that too terribly often in 4-player curling, but the corner guard tick is used a great deal in mixed doubles curling. On the power play.
Yeah,
when
really
teams call a power play in mixed doubles, they oftentimes that's when a corner guard is placed up instead of a center guard, and you'll see the corner guard tick utilized quite often. Missed on that attempt. And now this is the setup that Jacques Gauthier has wanted. And here's the shot that they've been needing, is to see if they can get one behind a corner guard.
Good. Stay close. Yep.
Braden Payette trying to bury one.
Line's good. Really curling.
Can't go.
They're worried that this is a little heavy again. You remember last end he was through the rings. They would like to have stopped it just in the top 12 buried, but in fact it goes to the back 12 and completely buried, no question, but not the spot they wanted.
They probably will.
And the peel attempt will be called here for Tyler Drews. Haven't missed a peel this game.
Clean.
And that perfect record continues. So the corner guard will be replaced, or attempted to be replaced by
A little tighter.
Braden Payette.
Line's okay. 3. 3. 3's good. 4 almost. Could be a 3. That's it. Make sure you're level, eh? Gotta stop. Good shot. Good what?
Good outcome there. So the call will be made for the peel again.
Shot.
Right off.
And there is one of the first misses that we've seen, out-and-out misses on a peel.
Broom again.
Or a shot of any kind, really, from
1-6.
Team Grassie.
If I pick it up at all, it just flips right over. I always
So-
got to keep it on the ice.
Team Gauthier sitting third shot,
Wait to get here.
and I think they'll continue to ignore those red rocks and see if they can get another one buried behind the corner guard.
Line's
Go
nice.
back just a touch.
Top
Go back
12.
a touch.
Top 8.
Top 8 would be a perfect placement for it. They don't want it deep.
Whoa. Never. Nope.
But once again, those sweepers not touching it
Never.
at all.
Never. Line's fine. Never. Never touch it. Good shot.
I hate trying
And
to
there it
do
is. That's a
do.
Didn't wanna
perfect
kill you
shot
guys
right
on
there.
that one, eh?
So a couple now tucked in behind that corner guard, and Drews will be asked to make the
Well.
peel.
Have a
And he
call.
missed on his first.
Somewhat soon. Talk about what we want to do here.
That might have been
Throw it to center.
turned in a little bit. It was. And it just tickles one of the rocks in the rings, and
What's that?
look
Going on
out.
that.
Yeah.
They're both open at least.
And this rates a timeout call for Jacques Gauthier's team,
Actually,
because
that's
that
an interesting
complexion of the
spot. It's
end
hard to
certainly
know.
changed in a hurry on that peel.
Both of these are
Like,
top. Like if we
Rocks
sink
coming this
both.
way where it's
tough. He noses. What's tough? But if he does, we just wrap one here or wrap one there. And I have a double for 3. You think so? I mean, he has to miss something, right?
Do we wrap or do we play the tap?
Well, that's been the problem.
I don't think he's playing this double.
Sean hasn't missed too often this game.
Well, if you're gonna play it on it, I'd like to kill it. I think it just opens this one though. So let's play this out. We go here.
He peels.
What's he doing?
Peels.
He's peeling. Okay.
What, do we go around this one?
Yeah, we go around this one. Then what? Then he's trying this double, or he's trying a double. I might have a triple for 3. If he misses it, it's 4.
We need 4, I think.
I agree. I think that this is our best shot at a 4.
Okay.
Do you guys agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I give you a little less?
Ice?
No, wait.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're right here. I mean, it's the same spot. It won't catch the frost, though. I'll give you more ice, too.
So there was the call. Trying to figure out the ways that they could generate 3 or 4. All of them predicated, of course, on a miss from Sean Grassie at some point. But when you're down 5 down, that's a necessity. But so the call is made for Jordan Peters to come around that red guard.
Line's good.
Careful, though. Careful.
Cannot put this
Line's
one deep.
great. Yep. Line's great. Yep. Hold on. Whoa.
Looks like it's by.
It's got to stop.
Don't want it deep.
It's got to stop. Sit. Sit. Sit down. Sit down. Good.
Pretty nice result. And it will be Team Gauthier setting second and third shot.
Just give lots of ice.
They sit second, third, and
Really like
fifth.
to leave this here if we can.
Team Grassie is shot, and they've got fourth shot as well.
If you can make this, that's really good.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
What's that?
I think we got it. You wound up almost in the same
So if we do
spot.
that,
and
what's he
maybe-
doing?
Come around again. He's got to make a plan. That's
Well, that's.
You can't wait too long to make a plan.
I think he's going to play a soft weight hit and roll behind the guard.
Yeah. Well, this rock will be open, so.
Yeah, but then we've taken.
Well, I think we just got to. Do you want to stick or?
Well, it's a catcher right now for that double.
Yeah. Let's not throw it too quietly though.
Okay.
I'll throw my normal, just like.
Do you want to try and roll it back into here?
Well, if it's a catcher, we can just.
It's a catcher for that too.
Yeah. Well, if we can get all the way under. Or nose is fine.
Okay.
I think we throw normal.
So it looks like they're going to make a play on the fifth shot rock. And I think they came to the conclusion, too, you know what? Even if we give up 3, that's not the end of the world. We'll have a 2-point lead and the hammer in the 10th in. So tell me something bad about that. It's really the easiest shot available to him. Open hit. That's got a curl, though.
Clean.
That looks should be all right. And made. So
Do that now, or you want?
No, I'm just saying. If it goes through, I think we have to leave it.
I think maybe he needed to roll in a hair.
Let's go here.
He might guard. I think we might even. I think we have to make a play on this. I think he might be right. Yeah.
Yellow just gets clipped and it
Yeah.
goes under too.
I think it's like a hack weight shot kind of thing.
Solid high.
Yeah.
We want that one.
Hack the board. Yeah.
We
well,
want this one
I mean,
to go,
even
right?
if it doesn't leave the house, as long as I still have the double on my next one, right? Like, that's the most important thing.
Hack or bull hack?
I'd say like just like good hack, like solid hack.
Hey. I was thinking like
Should be like I'd say hack nose is probably
your
there.
ups are running good.
I think that's close. Just hack. Hack weight. Hack weight. Speed should be okay here.
So it's going to be a short hack weight run back. Try and move that red rock off the button. See if they can squirt the rock that they're raising through the 2 yellow rocks. It's about giving himself a shot on his last more than anything. Cole Chandler trying to keep this straight so they can get to the nose.
Hard Cole. Hard roll.
So they wanted it on the high side.
I don't think they would catch on either of these unless you hit real thick, right?
So it still leaves Grassie sitting
This
2.
way, well, you're
But
probably gonna
Grassie's got to
sink.
be very careful in terms of what he leaves.
You have a better chance of sticking it this way. That's the only thing.
Got to think he's going to make a play on at least one of those yellow rocks, if not both. And anything high side will have a good result, but he can't afford to over curl and jam on one of his own. Last shot in this end for Sean Grassie, playing the 9th end. Team Grassie with a 7-2 lead, but Gauthier has something cooking here in this 9th end with hammer.
Yep. Whoa.
And the double takeout is made by Sean Grassie, so all that leaves is the double takeout to score 2 for Jacques Gauthier. So good outcome there for Sean Grassie on that last shot. And best case scenario, Jacques Gauthier will be getting a deuce here, but down 3 without hammer coming home.
Yeah, should be close. You know hammer. Yeah. Go wait. Whoa. Yep. Hard.
Is that over curling?
Yeah, keep going.
Don't know if they're going to be able to get 2 out of this. I don't know if they got 1.
I'm good.
Okay. Doesn't matter. Just pick one.
I'm good.
I believe that will be fist bumps.
Again, good luck.
And Team Jacques Gauthier
Good luck.
will concede defeat. Team Sean Grassie will score and well, we'll see what point they put up, but it will be a win for Team Sean Grassie, and they will move on and stay alive in the C event, and will play the winner of Team Weeb and Team Liburn in the next C event draw. And we'll see if we can pick up coverage of the last couple ends of Sheet D between Laurie St. George of Quebec and Jill Brothers of Nova Scotia. You can see off to the right that game is in the 9th end with a 6-4 lead for Team Brothers. They got 3 in the 8th end. we can confirm it was a single point for Team Gauthier in that
Can we change our flights till tomorrow or no?
in that ninth end. So 7-3 is the final score between Team Grassie and Team Gauthier, and Team Grassie stays alive.
You just leave our mics at this end.
And they will go on
We were red. So
to the next round of the C event.
Yeah, I think we did pretty well. I mean, I missed a couple.
And here we are on
I never
sheet
made a
D.
draw. That's fine. I never made a draw the whole game, though. I missed all three. You had a pretty good draw weight. You were like top 8 the whole game.
So we're going to have a timeout called in this game. It's a 6-4 lead, as noted, for Jill Brothers. These teams met, as we noted, to begin this competition on Wednesday, and it was an 8-4 lead, 8-4 win for Team Laurie St. George.
Jordan, did you take your mic off?
We're on Skip Rocks here in this 10th end, and it's just a decision on Jill Brothers does have a rock in the rings. Do they split the rings? Do they come behind the short center guard? Been a good game, lots of rocks in play in this game. Team Brothers does wrap up its timeout. This team skipped by Jill Brothers, Aaron Carmody at third. Kim Kelly is at second. Sarah Murphy never did make the trip. She had to stay home. Jen Mitchell at lead, and the coach is Jeff Wilson. So it looks like they are coming behind that center guard. And they do get it behind right on the button. So Laurie St. George looks like she'll play the run back. Puts the broom down, and Haley Armstrong will hold that broom for her. Remember, this team, obviously, both these teams played at the Scotties in the Bubble in Calgary last February. Laurie St. George went 6-2 in the preliminary pool, and to reach the championship pool. Then lost all 4 of their games in the championship pool, but gained a ton of experience and a ton of fans, as everybody knows. Laurie St. George also won the Marge Mitchell Award for sportsmanship. That's through a player vote. Now it looks like she's changing her mind. She had a talk with her teammates, her sister Cynthia, as well as second Emily Riley, and change of plans being looked at here. St. George with the hammer, but trying to come back after giving up that big 3-ball in the 8th end to Team Brothers. And as it looks like they will stick with the call. straight back, promote their yellow rock directly onto the red rock that's on the button, and ideally stick it, and they are buried. Cannot make it, so Team Brothers will continue to sit 2, and suddenly they've got a steal opportunity. If they can replace the guard or just, top 12 type of thing and protect that rock that's on the button, it's going to be very, very tough for Laurier St. George to score. A reminder, this too is a C event game. Winner stays alive. Loser is eliminated. The winner would go on to play at 8 o'clock tonight against the winner of a noon game, that's noon Eastern, again between Sarah Wark, Team Sarah Wark from Abbotsford, Team Ashley Howard from Saskatoon. That's at noon today. A reminder, we will be back on the air at noon Eastern here on Curling Canada's YouTube channel. Big game. Women's trials direct entry game between Casey Scheidegger, Team Scheidegger from Lethbridge, Team Kelsey Rock from Edmonton. Also on the air today at 4 o'clock and 8 o'clock. That 4 o'clock game, by the way, will be the A event final in the women's pre-trials direct entry. And that will feature Team Jesse Hunkin from North Battleford, Saskatchewan, Team Kerry Galusha from Yellowknife, A event final. Also on the air at 8 o'clock tonight, Team Mike McEwen playing Team Glenn Howard in the men's trials direct entry. And there you see a great outcome. And Laurier St. George looking at that and wondering, how do we score? It's going to take a very delicate tap to move that stone off the button. You remember Laurier St. George skipped Quebec to a silver medal at the 2018 Canadian Juniors, New Holland Canadian Juniors in her home province. That took place in Shawinigan, Quebec. She had her sister, who is here, Cynthia, playing third. Emily Riley, who is here, she was playing second. And their alternate player here, Isabelle Thibodeau, was the lead on that team. So here is potentially a game-saving shot for Laurier St. George. She's got to move that Team Brothers rock off the button. And Riley and Cynthia St. George going to work, trying to get it past that short center guard. It appears to be by. Now do they have enough weight to move the shot stone? They do. What a game saver by Laurier St. George. Well thrown, well executed, well swept. The line call was ideal, and we still have a game as Team Laurier St. George gets its single point in the 9th end, but it will be Team Jill Brothers with hammer and a 1-point lead going to the 10th end of this C event game. Just referencing that 2018 New Holland Canadian Juniors where Team Laurier St. George won a silver medal. They were in the gold medal game against another team who is playing, another skip anyways, with a completely different team. But Caitlin Jones that year was skipping the Nova Scotia squad that won the gold medal and went on to win gold at the World Juniors in Aberdeen, Scotland. Team Caitlin Jones has a different team here. And, of course, Team St. George's last game was, in fact, against Team Caitlin Jones. That took place last night. And it was a 6-5 win for Team Jones. So kind of a reunion of those two skips who contested the 2018 gold medal game at the New Holland Canadian Juniors. Team Jones back in action today at 4 o'clock in a B event semifinal against Team Lauren Mann from right here in Ottawa. Reminder, you can get all this information, line scores, standings, the draws, all on curling.ca/scoreboard, curling.ca/scoreboard. As you look across over at the other sheet that was still in play, it looks like we have fist bumps. And it should be a win for Team Weeb in the C event. Team Ryan Weeb out of the St. Vital Club in Winnipeg. They do record the win over Team Willie Lyburn, and it will be Team Weeb taking on Team Grassie in a C event game later today. That'll take place at 4 o'clock. C event quarterfinal, I guess, the way to phrase that. So we're underway here in the 10th end in this women's game between Team Brothers and Team St. George. Long center guard for Team St. George. Team Brothers comes in top button, and a nice freeze executed there by Cynthia St. George. Of course, many will remember this team from the Scotties, not only for the way they perform, but also just they like to have fun. They dance in the pregame. Sometimes they'll even dance during the game, and kind of all comes from their coach, who happens to be Lori's and Cynthia's dad, Michel St. George, who has been known to bust a move himself. So just a fun team to be around. Final score, by the way, in that Weeb-Lyburn game, 9-5 for Weeb. Weeb gets a deuce in the 9th end. 9-5 is the final, so Team Lyburn has been eliminated from contention here. So now Team Brothers trying to follow that St. George stone down and get another rock into that pile. Just jiggle things up, and they do nicely, and releases the yellow stone, which is the main element of that, so it's now removable. Easier. The freeze has been removed. The end's shaping up okay for St. George in the sense that she's got the center guard up, protecting the button, and a chance to jiggle up some rocks. And she would love to get these two red rocks in a position where they're behind the tee line as catchers. Or does she call the center guard down? Neither team in a ton of time problems. Team St. George has about 3 minutes, 45 seconds. Maybe considering a timeout. I think that is the call. They will play the little bump. They don't want to remove those yet red rocks. They just like to move them around, spread them out sideways as opposed to vertically like they are right now. And, they would act as catchers. That might have been thrown just a little bit wide and a little bit heavy, though, so is it going to catch anything? No, that's going to be a clean miss, and that's not an ideal outcome. I think the center guard now is accessible. Free guard zone rule no longer in effect, and Kim Kelly will get a chance to throw the peel. Kim was the alternate for this team at the Scotties Tournament of Hearts last year in Calgary, or last season in Calgary, but because regular second Sarah Murphy couldn't make the trip, Kim moves in as the second. Center guard was the call, but that's coming in a little deeper than they'd hoped. That, again, not a preferred outcome for Team St. George. Chance to make both of those go away if you get the right angle for Kim Kelly. Kim Kelly will come down and have a chat with Jill about just to get a look at the angle and see if it's possible to make the double here. I think it is. I don't think they care if they lose their Red Rocks either as a part of the outcome. Looks like Kim kind of prefers the red on yellow option. Jill was looking more at yellow on yellow and seeing if he could just slash them both out. There's Kim was looking at that as well now. Kim's got an experience or two with looking at angles. She played with one of the greatest skips who's ever played this game, of course, Colleen Jones. Again, no time's not an issue for this team as well. They're up over 3.5 minutes to play these final 5 rocks. Ample time. Not sure of the timeout situation. We hadn't been focusing on this game, of course, but doesn't look like a team that's in any kind of panic mode about its time. So I believe the call is for the slash double on the 2 yellows. Even getting rid of one of them is a good thing. That's a pretty good outcome. I'm not sure if the double was actually there, to be honest. But it definitely got rid of the one Yellowstone that was biting the button, and that's a good outcome. So Laurie St. George looking for some way, somehow, to manufacture a steal and get this game into an extra end. Loser is eliminated. Winner moves on into the C-Event quarterfinal against either Team Sarah Work of Abbotsford, British Columbia, or Team Ashley Howard. And they're going to have to work to get this into a usable position. Will it get across the high line? And it does. Good work there by Riley and St. George on that guard attempt from Haley Armstrong. But the peel will be the call now for Aaron Carmody. Aaron, a former Scotties silver medalist. She threw 4th stones for the team that was skipped by Kathy O'Rourke for Prince Edward Island in 2010 at Sault Ste. Marie, losing to Jennifer Jones in the final. So, some good high-level experience there for Aaron Carmody. Another peel being called here for Aaron Carmody. Time beginning to run out for Laurie St. George and her team from Laval-sur-le-Lac and Glenmore, Quebec. Looks like they'll just play a little bit of a bump on that on those two red rocks. See if they can again get them in position where they're behind the tee line and usable as backing or catchers if for Laurie's last shot. Trying to keep this straight. Not bad, not bad. So just the discussion here, how to protect the rocks they have that are sitting 1-2, and more importantly, how to give Laurie St. George no options on her last shot. So it will be a timeout called by Team Brothers. That's Coach Jeff Wilson coming out to hash things out with the players. Freeze to their own that's on the button looks a little tasty. I'm not sure how Laurie St. George scores in that scenario. If I'm being honest, I'm not sure I see how she scores in a lot of scenarios right now. That's Team Brothers in pretty good condition with hammer and a 1-point lead in the 10th end. Looks like they'll make a play on the yellow stone belonging to Team St. George. Just drive it through that hole. Certainly can't afford to overcurl and jam it, obviously, but I'm sure that's the last thing on their mind right there. You don't want to think about negative outcomes. Jill Brothers, her first shot of this 10th end. Trying to stay alive in the C event of the pre-trials direct entry event. And mission accomplished. It drives it through the hole. So there is a pocket there for Laurie St. George, no question. And you can see the buttonhole, so it is available for her stone if she can freeze this perfectly. Of course, the issue is making a perfect freeze is one of the hardest shots in curling, but she's going to give it a go. Jill Brothers, if she makes anything good, Jill Brothers is going to have to throw her last rock, but she will have plenty of options, I think. The out turn en route. Don't want it to be heavy. They want it as close, but now they're trying to make it curl. Looking pretty good. Yeah, I don't think he'd make it that much better, honestly, but pretty routine open hit here. You just have to hit a little on the high side, and that would be a win for Team Jill Brothers. Broom is down. Erin Carmody will hold that broom. Jill Brothers makes her way down the ice to throw this potential game winner to stay alive in the C event. Only game left on the ice. And as noted, we'll be back here at noon Eastern time. Noon Eastern with another game from the men's trials direct entry Colton Flash. Team Colton Flash. Pardon me, it was the team women's game. Team Kelsey Rock against Team Casey Scheidegger. Last rock on its way. And that will get the job done. It will be a score of 2 for Team Jill Brothers. And it will be an 8-5 win over Team Laurie St. George. And Team Brothers will stay alive in its bid to go on to the home hardware pre-trials. A reminder, we will be back here at noon Eastern time with more action from the RA Center in Ottawa. My name is Al Cameron. Bye for now. We'll be back later today.
Get your tickets now at curling.ca.